so the first pepper to flower this year is the first one to produce. That is the purple cayenne. Really is a pretty ornamental plant, but also has these cool looking peppers. I don't think this is going to be anything crazy. It should be normal cayenne level heat. I don't think it's going to taste any different really than a red one. Maybe it'll be a little fruity or something, but let's give the first one of the year a shot. Surprisingly hot. Tastes very fresh. Okay, I'm plateauing now already. Yeah, so that's probably like a 50,000 Scoville level cayenne-ish. Obviously, it's going to get you if you're biting one raw, as opposed to putting it in a dish or cooking it. But it's not too bad. So far, so good. Purple cayenne, 2020. And after 3 years, finally, I have fish peppers again. I am so happy. These have started to ripen to a nice red. They go through all sort of colors. Green, cream, orange, red. I prefer them when they're fully ripe. I love these for breakfast and my eggs. They're my favorite pepper. However, I haven't had one in a few years, so maybe I'm misremembering them. Let's give 2020 fish peppers a try. First bite, you just get sweet, that sweet redness, and tastes like, oh, this is a bell pepper or something. And you keep chewing, and you get like a slow heat. I mean, this is somewhere below a cayenne, somewhere maybe like a slightly hotter jalapeno, just with more flavor. Took a bite raw, didn't kill me, but there's just something about that particular flavor of heat that I just really love. I don't know if I could properly describe it, but okay. This is just a good pepper. This is just like a jalapeno-ish style heat with a better flavor. I love this pepper. So far good. I mean, medium burn. Not suffering at all. Enjoying it thoroughly. Okay, so right now we're going to try the yellow Scotch Bonnet from Jamaica. Beautiful looking pepper. Stood right out in the garden. First one that turned yellow. I am thinking this is going to be similar to habanero, which is not normally something I would bite into raw, but we're going to go ahead and try it anyway. So, yellow Scotch Bonnet, 2020. Fruity right off the bat. And that's it. Whew, all that worrying for nothing. Scotch Bonnet pepper, no freaking heat. Let me try the bottom. Oh, there it is. Oh, shit. Mmm. Still super fruity at first. I mean, almost tastes like a tomatilla at first, which is completely random, but probably because it's room temperature. Just picked. Very fruity. Tastes like a bell pepper. When we get into the bottom there, I might have got a seed or two. It's hot. I'll survive though. This will be good. I'm cooking. I'm not eating any more raw. Alright, next up, Japone's pepper. Chinese of origin. Sort of that one you get if you get like Szechuan style Chinese cooking. They dry it out for flakes, use oils, so the neighborhood is busy today. I grew Chai Chien before. These are like a similar variety, I believe. Should be about twice as hot as a jalapeno. Let's see how they taste. Oh man, that's sharp right off the bat. I don't know if I like that flavor. not sweet. I don't know, it's just, it tastes orange and it tastes spicy right off the bat, but really kind of over it already, kind of plateauing. So that was sharp, but it didn't linger. I probably will dry a lot of these out, make some flakes, maybe do some oils or pickle them. I don't imagine that this is really one you eat a lot fresh, but yeah, that was enjoyable. Thought it was going to be worse at first, but steady burn now. Mate, we just stumbled upon a mature Aji Lemon Drop pepper, and ain't she a beaut? Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you know how much I love this pepper, how well it dries and pickles and goes into recipes, and you know it's probably way too hot for me to try and eat just raw. I know that too, but I've already committed to the bit at this point, so 2020 Aji Lemon Drop pepper. Oh god. Sharp, citrus, blazing white heat. It doesn't last long though. That's one of the good things, but oh my god, this turns any recipe that you were going to use another pepper into something amazing. So I will always grow this one. Love it. Now some of these are getting a little drawn out, so I'm going to make this one short. Brazilian starfish pepper. Oh god. Hot. Really fruity though. Similar to that Scotch Bonnet in the shape and the heat, but this one tastes fruitier and better. Hot little bugger. This is a Thai red pepper from one of my Thai red pepper plants. Get a bunch of these every year. Very versatile. I like to pickle them. I like to dry them. Here's what it tastes like raw. Oh, sharp. Right off the bat. Right out of the gate. Like that Japone's. But manageable. Seeds are where they get you. Fruity aftertaste. It's just got that Asian kick or something. You know it's not a cayenne, it's a Thai red pepper. Some people call them bird chilies. Decent heat, good flavor, very prolific plant. I'll get hundreds of these peppers out of 3, so we'll use them a lot. So last but not least, I have my Jawala peppers from India. This is the one where I could not find seeds at any of my normal sites, so I ordered them off like the Chinese Amazon and just hoped they were Jawala peppers. This is what I got. They basically look the same as what I've planted in the past. Mine were always a lot smaller and skinnier. What I'm guessing, without doing any research, is that perhaps Jawala peppers are to Indians like a cayenne pepper would be to us here in the States, whereas, yeah, it's the same type, but there's a bunch of different varieties. These are noticeably bigger than what I used to plant, but same shape and everything. Always been a late bloomer for me. They do mature to orange and then red. I pick a lot green once the frost comes because they are such a late bloomer. I picked one of each just to see if the flavor is any different. So 2020, the Jawala pepper. We'll try the green one first. Fresh. Interesting flavor. The heat is there on the back end a little bit, on the back of my tongue. A lot of people think this almost tastes like an apple when you first bite into it. I sort of get that. Let's see if it sweetens at all or mellows when it goes red. A lot hotter compared to this. It's sweet, it's fruity, but it's not like fruity like some of those super hots get. I think apple is a good comparison to this. Whew. Decent heat. What I end up doing a lot with these is not only with the flavor, if you're cooking Indian, but also the fact that they come so late and I gotta pick them green before the frost comes, is instead of just drying these out regular, very thin walled, they can be dried out regular, I'll smoke them. Put them on the smoker and then dehydrate them if I have to any more of the way, and then I'll use the dried smoked peppers anytime I'm doing that sort of cuisine. Pretty good. Heat's going away already. I thought I remember them being a little hotter, but then again, I don't know. That was last year. Pretty good. I only got one plant of these this year, so I'll get like a dozen or so more probably off of them. But I'll dry them out and I'll smoke them. That's your Jawala pepper. So unfortunately, I did have a few peppers this year that just haven't made it. This is my Weary pepper from Guyana. And these are my chocolate apocalypse scorpions. These are the ones that are brand new, but they're supposed to be like twice as hot as the ghost pepper. It's not totally out of the ordinary that some of these super hots, if you grow them up in these northern climates where the season's just too short. So I'm going to try and keep them alive this winter, and hopefully I'll get peppers from them next year. If I do get peppers by the end of the year, I will throw up another quick video, but we're already into September. I just don't see it happening. So those actually would have probably been my two hottest ones. So if you're disappointed that you didn't get to see me suffer through those, don't be, because I was swimming over at my Aunt Kim and Uncle Don's the other day, and my Uncle Don has pepper plants, and he did a ghost pepper plant, and he very graciously donated one to the cause. So I've never been this nervous making a video. I've had ghost peppers frozen on stuff, dried in stuff, ghost pepper hot sauce. I've never thought I would be doing this. My heart is pounding. I swear, this YouTube video better have views in the double digits. Oh man, ghost pepper has such an interesting heat, because it almost has an off flavor, you would think at first, where it almost tastes like the woods, like a mushroom or like moss or something that you, and then it's so fruity on the back end, but it's a weird fruit. It's a dark fruit like a cherry or a plum. Fresh, you get less of that woody flavor that I'm used to when I eat it, so that was sort of pleasant. As much as I seem like I'm suffering now, it's actually not that bad for what a ghost pepper can do to you. Ghost pepper also is a slow and building heat though, so whatever level I'm on now, there might be a few more to come that haven't hit me yet, but I feel like I want to take a walk. Let's take a walk. It tastes a little hotter than, say, that Scotch Bonnet I had, or the Brazilian starfish. I'm trying to think if it's still building or not. I mean, I was sure to chew and swallow quickly and not drag it out, but whew. Let's take a walk. My face was a little red from the sun anyway, but I feel like I'm starting to sweat a little bit. Nothing crazy. Yeah, so anyway, here is the garden, by the way. It's August 31st. It's like a jungle, but my tomatoes, you see, my peppers are all fairly well. It's slightly graded, but they're about as tall as me, so a lot of peppers still to ripen up here. But anyway, this might hang with me for a bit. I'm not going to drag it out into a 15-minute segment, but it's not getting any hotter, I don't think, but it's not going away. So this was my 2020 pepper review of my varieties. If you like spicy foods, you might want to look into planting these yourself. Typically you can't find these ones in stores. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope the suffering was worth it. And I will be sure to be posting other random stuff I do habitually here. Take care.